How full are your cognitive batteries? Are you at 92% coasting, or are you barely hanging on at 17%? In this summer special episode, we're talking rest and why recharging looks so different depending on your brain, your life stage, and yes, your generation. We're bringing together two very different perspectives. Andries, a co-founder, a neuroscientist and academic Gen X father of two, and Karen, an about to graduate Gen Z data scientist, living abroad, no family commitments, and about to apply to her first job. From holiday habits to vacation brain killers, we're diving into what it really takes to switch off and bounce back even sharper into the work modus. Welcome to the NeurOlympics podcast, brought to you by Brains First, the company that helps you make better talent decisions powered by neuroscience. I'm Lucy, I'm the host of the NeurOlympics podcast, and I myself have a background in psychology and applied neuroscience. But welcome, my guests, Andries and Karen. Very special to have you together on this summer special episode. Of course. How are you feeling? How is your summer going? Are you in vacation mode? Are you already in post-vacation mode?
Well, for me, not yet. I was thinking today that I used to be able to sort of like wind down and anticipate on the holiday. I'm leaving the day after tomorrow, but now actually the opposite is like I have to finish all that stuff. And actually, the last couple of years, I know that at some point I realized that I won't finish. So at sometimes the time ends. So you
have to let go.
Leave the desk. Yeah. But that is something I really don't like actually, because then you get into a car and you're still in that mode, right? So you wind down during the trip.
Yeah.
I'm going with the car this year, so I have some time.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit like not enough time for attention to finish. It's a little bit.
So
annoying,
you start with this
annoying.
little tension, and how long does it usually take until you're like?
Well, actually,
into the vacation?
the way I relax best is actually by doing something, not by doing nothing. And driving for me is that's a fantastic way to relax. Unless it's in the Netherlands, which then you're only in traffic and annoying other people. It's just, but once it's a little bit easier to drive, it's really nice to drive, because you're basically sort of in a meditative state in driving.
Where are you driving to?
South of France, so I have some driving to go, and I have 2 young kids, so see how that goes.
Are they always asking like, "Daddy, how long?"
Yeah. Usually at Utrecht already.
In like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Every 20 minutes
after.
But I try to prepare them that it will take somewhat longer. Than that.
How long is the drive? It's like 12 hours.
We will do
or
it.
something.
Most people I know do it in 1 day, but I will do it in 2 days. I will sleep somewhere in between.
Somewhere in the outer banks of France.
somewhere I will book along the way.
How old are your kids?
5 and 8, 2 boys.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
that's also like a little. It's a feast of testosterone on the back of the.
Lovely for your wife.
Yes,
true.
She's the sole woman in this manly man cave on wheels. That's,
and it won't get any better than next year's, right?
No. We hope that we can distract them with books and iPads and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, we like generational.
Yeah.
All of that wasn't there. Used to we didn't have an airco, and it took even longer. And there were also no phones, videos, or whatsoever. So actually, I don't know how I would survive now.
Your kids are spoiled.
Of course.
I mean, all of the kids
iPad
are
kids,
spoiled.
yeah.
iPad kids.
Yeah.
Like lots of distraction.
Yeah, well, if you're in a plane or whatever, I've had planes without video as well. It wasn't there. Today there's this name for it. There's this name. It's something like raw dogging or something.
Yes.
It's a person like sipping like an idiot like this in front, like I'm not watching that video. I will make a statement out of this. But raw dogging used to be the only way we flew.
Raw dogging.
Yeah, also the whole term. So incredibly Gen Z.
I use it a lot.
Yeah. You guys take yourself way too seriously.
Good point.
We do.
Karen, can you imagine going back to Peru without any like
Raw dogging.
raw
Raw dogging the entire. It's a 13-hour flight as well, so I do sleep most of it. But
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
And you
really good.
can.
yeah.
That is a gift.
I
That for me
also-
is a mysterium. Yeah, I can't.
I have back problems, so I have to take like a muscle relaxant before.
that's also nice.
So that's so I
yeah,
just
So
you know.
your back problem is your
tracked.
excuse.
Yeah.
Tracked on the
Yeah.
plane. Yeah.
Good.
And but no, I love watching movies and I love like listening to music. At least if I don't have anything to watch, that's completely fine. But I need to have my headphones on, like music or
I'm
something.
the
Yeah.
same, by the way. But
Yeah.
I just wonder myself how I did it back then. But I don't sleep in the plane. If I go to the States or something, I raw dog like 4 movies. I just don't sleep. Everybody's sleeping on this.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
But it's
I'm not a
interesting.
relaxed person. I'm not relaxed.
No, really.
I have to
Andries,
do
you're
stuff.
like this.
I
You're
have
like-
to do stuff to relax. I can't relax.
You should fly the plane.
I'm the least mindful person. Like yoga, all that stuff.
Meditation.
It annoys me. You should take breathing
Andries
exercises.
after 5 hours in
If
the
I'm-
plane. Let's do some yoga, guys.
Yeah, if I do breathing exercises, I feel that I suffocate and I want to kill the person instructing me within a minute.
I can't. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. How are you feeling this summer? Are you in a vacation mode yet?
No, not yet, I would say. It is a very different summer for me than it usually is because when the internship is still like going and working on my thesis at the same time. And I usually go back to Peru, and for me going back to Peru, it kind of like activates immediately this mode of like, vacation, there's nothing to do, I'm being taken care of by my parents. So right now it feels like the only difference is that it's warmer now.
Compared
So yeah, I would say that for me, I'm also in that stage of like, I'm going on holiday in 3 weeks and I want to leave so many things ready before I go. So I'm also like in a grinding mindset right now.
Yeah.
But I'm also like really tired. So I cannot wait for a break, to be honest.
This is actually a great transition because I wanted to ask you, how full are your cognitive batteries at the moment? Like, give us a number from 1 to 100.
Right now, 15. I'm exhausted.
15.
Yeah, I'm grinding now. I'm grinding. It's early in the morning. My kids are already off, right? So you have to figure that out. And then I work, then eat, then in the evening until 12, 1, I grind on.
Wow, did you mean tonight?
Work. Yeah, like the last 15 days, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's sort of, I actually like working, yeah? So again, it gives me energy as well. But it's, at some point, it's just, the battery is empty, right? You crash.
Yeah. So vacation is coming at the right time.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
But I think it's different for me because I'm actually going on vacation. You're going back home, right?
No, I'm not going
Oh.
back home. I'm doing like also a like mini trip with my friend that's coming
Good.
from Peru.
Because
So we're
I
going-
imagine that's different. Going home is not letting go because you're
That is
seeing.
true.
You have to see all the people you
Oh,
miss.
that is
You
so
have
true.
commitments. You have commitments.
Yeah.
You have like tasks, right?
I can't
So
imagine,
true.
but I think it's. I wonder actually if it's relaxing.
Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's like super extreme, and I sometimes end up like more tired than I was, but in a different sort of way. Because right now I'm tired like from like working and stuff like that. But when I'm there, I'm tired like socially.
Yeah, you have
the
to
social battery
all
goes
your aunts, all your uncles, right?
I have like 1,000 aunts and I have 1,000 uncles.
Yeah.
And my
There's this stereotype which is actually true. So thank you. You saved me.
but it's also because we just call everyone uncle and aunt. And
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
A lot
that.
of sense that
They're
there's
like not even related to some of them.
Okay.
But there are my uncles and my
Yeah,
aunts as well.
and they act like one.
Yeah, exactly. That, which is nice.
that's a culture thing, I guess. I only have like one aunt, not two.
Oh, I have
And
like
you
so
never
many.
see her, right? Same for me. I have a couple of owls, never see
Sorry,
them.
auntie.
No. Last time I saw one owl was like 6 years ago. That's Dutch.
No, it's like
I
the
recall like
classic-
once
She
a
lives.
year.
She lives an hour. An hour.
No way.
It's very far.
It's like a classic thing. I'll be walking in the grocery store with my mom, and she says hello to this random woman I've never seen in my life, and that's your aunt.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Cool. Yeah.
But I think actually that is it's more healthy to have good social network, which is actually now deteriorating, especially in your generation, because there's always this device in between.
Yeah.
But it's also a little bit exhausting, right? If you have
Yeah.
to switch between this culture, which is basically you do you and
Individualistic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
and
It
then that
is.
mode. I think
Yeah.
that switch cost must be.
I would say I fit more. Why I love living here is because I fit more with the culture here. Like I am quite of a loner, I guess. Like I like my independence and I like doing so. When I'm back home and everything is like it's quite like a collective. It's for everyone, and you do these things for other people all the time. That is also I find it exhausting at least, and like you have to put face a lot, and for me that's. But also because everything is so expensive here, whenever I go back home, it's also doctor's appointments, beauty treatments,
True, of course.
and all of these things that if I go 2 weeks, like for Christmas, I go for 2 weeks, it like I have not one single day where I don't do anything because it's just like so
back
many
to back,
things.
like social events. I sometimes had these moments when I went back to Germany where I didn't tell any friends. I just wanted to be
Seriously?
home for like 4 days. I just wanted to
And
be
then
home.
they didn't see you.
Be
With,
nurtured by my mom, you know.
Yeah.
And my
They-
friends didn't know I was there.
They didn't see you in the grocery store, and like
No, I was hiding.
You were
I
hiding.
was hiding. My mom only went to the grocery store. That's a good thing. I don't do groceries at home mostly.
Me neither.
My
It's
mom
so
is
nice.
like, Lucy, no, let me do that for you. I do cooking. I do groceries
that's nice.
for
Yeah.
once in a year or twice a year.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's
So
nice
that
to
is
be
the
a
whole
baby
thing.
again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It does feel like that. It's a completely different world.
Yeah.
But it's the same world than you lived in when you were younger, but it feels like a different world.
Yeah,
No,
it really
it's
does.
really-
Yeah, because it's a huge contrast with your day to day right here, right? Where you have to do
Exactly.
everything yourself. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
But what's your number? So Andries is at 15 out of 100. How's your cognitive?
I would say
batteries?
I'm like I have the iPhone notification like low battery image in my head, so I would say like maybe 20%. I'm like
The
getting
red just when it turns red.
yeah, I'm getting into that zone right now, I think. But it's also I think because since like last year September I have not like stopped for more than a week or something. So I'm like it's coming from like last year, like the non-rest part. So I'm a bit
Yeah.
like a
It's
little
like
bit
an
tired.
accumulation.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
And how much rest does it take you both to get back at 100?
I don't know. No, that is actually a thing because I was thinking about it, and since this is also this generational stuff, I think what there are all these things about generations, which is, in my opinion, fun to talk about, but generally a little bit off because people are people. People are more alike than generations differ, right? There are people in different generations which are like completely age for me. Yeah, the age is less of a differentiator than individual differences between peoples for me. However, I do think that there have been shifts, and the mindfulness, which was actually not a word in my world, it didn't exist. That you need rest, like that
No
you
one was
need
aware.
that you need time off, and that you need to be mindful about your energy. This is not my world, right?
Yeah.
It's just basically you go on until you crash, and then you think I crash. I just need a break or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not anticipating on it.
Yeah.
I like there was this. I was in a sort of wellness actually in a hotel, and then two young people were talking about like, okay, I think my recovery is going pretty smoothly today. And she was actually talking about a hangover.
Oh.
And then she talked about what she did, and she had vitamins, and then she had a run, and she was talking to somebody else, right? Like, okay, this is all strategy. Whereas basically we thought, okay, I will drink, today will be ruined. There's no strategy.
You're just raw dog.
You're just rotten.
The strategy is
and
acceptance.
at some point you hopefully stand up again. It's not like a whole thing. Then I need my this and my vitamins and all this stuff. It's not there. So I don't know, and I still actually don't know. I haven't learned that.
Yeah.
I don't know what my strategy is for getting. I just basically go on until I probably fall down.
And this is very...
That sounds healthy.
It isn't. So actually, that is it's a big compliment to.
Yeah.
It's better that you actually be mindful of your energy.
Well, there might be a bit of a overthinking in our generation going on, I feel like.
Maybe.
But it's true, like nowadays you're more aware.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's clashing like two extremes.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you described, like no awareness at all. And then I feel like our generation, that's sometimes a bit like too mindful or a bit too in their heads planning like, can I go on like this, or shall I put in a yoga class next week, Wednesday, booking ahead because you're already like...
Well, if you're we talked about this earlier, but if you're in complete sort of, if that whole planning and strategizing, which is actually about coping with stress, is consuming all of your energy, because this is what the girl was sounding like this is actually stress on top of stress, right?
Yeah,
true.
Stressing about stress.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So
I do that a lot.
I don't think that is wise, but I also don't think that just basically
Grinding
not
on.
minding. I think actually for me, I now have my tricks, but it's pretty implicitly. So now, if I'm like in a normal weekend, if I'm feel out or I feel a little bit off, I go to nature. I take a walk. It's very simple, actually, at the
Nice.
beach.
Yeah.
Simple things, and then usually that helps.
Yeah, I originally asked with what it takes you to get back to your 100%. Is it easy for you to reload your batteries, or does it take like a long time and a lot of effort?
I don't think it takes like a long time for me, but I do exactly what you said. I do stress about stressing, so I'm like, I'm doing all of these like mindfulness and yoga things, and I'm like stressing the entire time, and it's not relaxing at all, like yoga but like shaking. Because I'm very like tense all the time because I have to be relaxing. This is my time to relax now. I have to do it now.
This sounds like my
Pressure.
internal monologue, actually. So I'm glad it's not a generational thing. It's actually a person thing.
I don't know. I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and she was like, you are kind of like a chihuahua when they like tremble from like so much that they have contained inside.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
Yes,
It's a good metaphor.
So I think for me, it's more like I need a change of scenery. Like I definitely don't think that staying in your house and just not doing anything doesn't really work that much for me, because I will find something to stress about.
And to distract yourself from.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, I will be like, I should paint my walls, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, which is not bad, like I think, in general, but I do think I need a change of scenery and like not open my laptop for 2 weeks, like really not even open it. But I am a bit of a workaholic, so like it's really hard for me, but I'm trying to do that. But I think like 2 to 3 weeks of like being away from here, I think would not, I don't know if 100%, but definitely would help a lot.
But I think you're saying something really interesting. I've been thinking about this because I feel like we see recharging as, okay, we grind on for like 9 months and then we have these 2 or 3 weeks of vacation where we go away and that's when we recharge, which is, there's nothing bad about it. And I also feel like when I go away, that's what I need to really reload my batteries. But I think recharging should ideally be about that you integrate it in your daily
Of
work
course.
life,
Yeah.
right?
This
Not
is
like
the good thing.
I go away and
No,
now
no,
I'm
no.
recharging.
So basically,
But-
like I said, this whole thing that what I have now right now the last weeks in general, also what I said about going on until you crash, or basically investing your whole professional life in order to fully relax 3 weeks plus 1 week in the winter or something. And in a year, that's basically your goal. So that's very Dutch, by the way, that you already start talking in the end of the year about summer holidays. Ideally, ideally your work or your life should be so rewarding in itself that it's just basically an extra.
100%.
And that you don't open your laptop, but it shouldn't be the goal of your life. It isn't for me, by the way.
Yeah.
The only reason that I really value it right now is because I can have full attention on my kids right now. And that is different because they're in school as well.
True.
And actually the last 2 years was for the first time in 15 years or something that I didn't take my computer with me.
Wow.
I always worked.
Insane.
Always. And when I started working, I worked.
That
You
is
can like
a
it.
holiday brain
Yeah.
killer.
I just in a holiday home, and it's fantastic.
It's a nice
You can have a
co-working
swim, you
spot.
can work again. It's a better work.
Yeah, that
work
is
life.
true.
You should build a pool at home.
Yes, that is the thing. Of course, people are starting to realize that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
now, like, I'm really curious. I mean, you now revealed a little bit. Andries, you're going to the south of France. Karen, you're not going home. But I'm really curious what you think of each other, how the ideal vacation would look like. Like, Karen, what do you think Andries' ideal vacation looks like?
I think from like kind of what you've said, maybe definitely with your kids, your wife, somewhere sunny, somewhere that you can drive to. And I would think that you would take your laptop with you.
This year I will.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know, but I see you like in that relaxing mode, but I also, because you're such a tech person, I also see you like going to like a science museum and stuff like that. Like I used to do that a lot when I was a kid and I loved it so much. And I can see you doing that with your kids as well.
Yeah, that is true. I still like it, maybe more than my kids. Actually. no, actually not. My oldest is sort of turning into a. He went to a programming thing. He thought of it, right? He said, a programming camp this week. Like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Do you want to lead that, yours?
Nah. Yeah, no, it is pretty. That's pretty spot on. Although I need to do things, so usually I go to my ideal holiday is, but I can't really do that with my kids right now. It's a pretty intense cultural thing, like a city.
Okay.
Let's grind on, like see, and then go into nature, and then walk, like have walks.
Like hikes and
But
yeah,
like a
and I like
separate-
mountains a lot.
Oh, I love mountains.
But like a separate vacation, so let's say like a week in the city and then a week in the nature, or
Uh,
like a
usually we
city-
did something like 3 days
yeah,
nature, 3 days. Usually the city is next to the airport,
yeah.
stuff like that. So you combine it a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And I
Cool.
used to be able to I don't know, lay on the beach. I can't do it anymore.
So you need to. Be
I don't
like-
know what happened, but I could
Yeah.
relax. I can't anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, what now?
But-
Maybe I just
Your brain is just
I
going
unlearned
on.
it. I don't know.
But are you? Do you have to be physically active or cognitively active? That you need
I'm
to think?
always cognitive active.
Okay.
I need to be physical active in able to cognitively unload. That's it.
Ah,
Walking to
That
me
makes
is
sense.
Yeah.
is the it's the alpha wave boost. It's just
Yeah.
basically it makes you sort of relaxed
Yeah.
because you're minding this rhythm. It's physical, right? If I sit down, there's actually only one way to relax. That is actually to read, and then novels, not non-fiction, not content, novels, because then you immerse in the world. That also works for me.
That is nice.
Yeah.
And what you said before with the hard time to lay by the beach, I feel like I hear this a lot from parents. Maybe it's also a thing once you have children,
Maybe.
that you get so
Yeah,
used
well,
to
that's true.
always being
Actually, I
on.
can't. So you're right. And I haven't done it alone in many years. But basically, you're just policing and trying not that they don't drown and simple
Yeah.
things, right?
That's
They shouldn't die.
that's so crazy to me. Like
Oh my gosh, such a different mindset.
It's
than
such a
I-
it's
different
true.
mindset, yeah.
No, it is true.
Yeah.
You can't relax. You can't sleep, right? You can't.
And what do you think how Karen
Yeah,
would spend
I
her
actually
vacation?
wonder because I think you probably have to you probably will work if you don't do something else. You have to do something. I think you're pretty energetic.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what it is. If you're already like doing things like walking and hiking and stuff, because that feels like something that would suit you as well. Or that it's other stuff like culture or I don't know, but I don't think you to me I don't think you would be a holiday where you would have like full beach days for 7-8
No.
days. That wouldn't be that
No.
wouldn't work for you.
No, it doesn't work. For
You
me.
have to have impressions, right?
Yeah.
There
I also
needs-
do have to be doing something. Like
Yeah.
a couple of weekends ago, I went to my friend's house in Italy, and we stayed there for like 4 days. And I worked one day from there, and then the weekend was just nice. And I was so tired that the first night I slept like 12 hours or something
Seriously?
like that. Yeah. And then the next day I had slept so much. I usually struggle sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
So it was nice, like I said before, like just being somewhere else. And then the next day we went to the beach. And usually I'm not lay at the beach all day, but I fell asleep like most of the day as well. And I woke up with a bruise on my face because I had been napping for so long against like the sunbed that I had just like a massive bruise in the shape of the lines of the sunbed.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But then you know
No,
that
that's
you
a,
actually
that's a
just
full crash actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not healthy.
When you don't
No.
realize.
Yeah, that's true. And I think I really needed like that little pause. But I think for me, I really love hiking. Like I love walking.
Yeah.
And it's something that also because a lot of my friends are back to their homes and stuff here. I have much more time because there are like less social compromises. And I live in Nord, so there's like a very nice walking trail where you can see butterflies and it's in nature, and I love it so much. I do it almost every day. But I think for me, I really love touristing and seeing new places, and I'm a big foodie. Like I
Yeah.
travel to
That makes
places
sense.
for the food.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Actually,
this-
yeah, I haven't talked about that. It's the same for me.
yeah,
For food is
I.
Fantastic.
yeah.
But at the same time, I am a very like structured person. I think you both can see that about me. So I have this like Excel sheet that I've
Seriously?
made for
Itineraries.
yes. So like
There I think you differ a lot.
Oh no, I don't.
Andries, you didn't even book the hotel yet on the way to France,
no,
right?
no.
No.
I have everything booked and ready and reserved. Like so I'm traveling with my friend, and I love planning these things. So I'm like, okay, and pink is the day we travel. This is the bus we're taking. This is when we're checking in. This is the hotel we're staying at.
You're
These
like my
are
mom.
All of the typical foods from the place that we should try. These are like the restaurants that were recommended to me. I already have like dinner reservations at some places. I already pre-booked some tickets for like
Oh, it's fantastic.
touristic stuff. I love it so much, and like I was talking with someone about this, and they were like, "Why are you? It's a vacation. You're not supposed to be stressing about it." And it doesn't stress me at all. Like I
It's
enjoy
rewarding.
doing
It's
it.
rewarding for
I
you.
love it. And sometimes like between breaks and stuff like that, I will look at some restaurant or something, and it gives me like something to look
Well,
forward
it is
to.
rewarding because
Yeah.
if you then are in this hotspot and you can like basically see all these queues and you're like
Exactly.
you
I
just
hate
walk
queues.
on and like I have a reservation.
Yeah.
That is the reward you're seeking,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Makes sense.
And
True.
I
It
love
makes
it.
sense.
I love it because when I'm there, I don't have to like worry
No.
about anything because I already like okay, we're walking around. I already have like in my maps all of the things like pinned.
Yeah.
So if we're walking around and I'm like, okay, we're not gonna end up eating like some touristic trap place.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a good place because I already have it pinned and I don't have to think about it or stress about it.
No, it's
So
fantastic.
I love it.
But your friend, she's not like that probably. She's
the perfect, like, I'm coming along,
She is
I'm
enjoying
happy.
every bit of it.
She sends me the money. Like she's
Yeah,
like,
indeed. She really understands what she needs to do, right?
oh yeah, no, but it would stress me out so much more if she like messed with my itinerary. I love that she just
she
lets
knows
me
that.
be.
She
Yeah,
knows that.
Imagine she gives a suggestion. Should we rather do this today?
But probably she says something. Probably she says something like, "No, it's nice that you do it. You don't have to." But she's enjoying every bit of it.
Oh yeah. But
Actually, I'm the same because
love
my
being that
wife
friend.
is a little bit more like that, and she actually does book and plan.
Yeah.
And I'm a mess. I don't do that. I just there are things that I really want to see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially in museums, etc. And if there are some things that I need to book in advance, for instance, in Italy years ago. For instance, at Uffizi in Florence, you can have a sort of pre-booked, and then you have these queues of 100 meters. I will do that because then I think, if I don't do this, I will really miss it.
Yeah.
And apparently, I need to basically have some pieces of art on my actual retina, because that is something like you call it a bucket list. I don't call it like that, but there's things that I really need to see. That is really I don't know why actually, because it doesn't make sense. It looks better on a laptop usually. But
I get it. I am also like that.
and
like,
food is the same, but I on holidays I usually enjoy like simple foods because it's so good abroad, and in Holland no, it's not.
Or like a nice fruit in a more like.
Well, my I have one memory with my wife where we were in the south of Spain, and there was this. It wasn't even a restaurant, but it was just seafood, like shrimp, etc. And you bought it by the pound.
Ooh.
And it was so good because it was fresh. So we just ate on, right? That is basically my
Snacking
sense
the
of happiness.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be posh. It just needs to be good.
Yeah, I get
If it's
that.
good
Authentic.
food, good fresh food, seafood especially. That
I love seafood.
yeah, that is basically what I truly look forward to after, and especially after a walk. That is
Yeah, with some
That is
wine,
rewarding.
nice
Indeed,
view.
indeed.
It's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
better than
Yeah.
a nice meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's like interesting to, because when I listen to you both, I don't think it's a generational thing, because you
No.
also said your wife is, for example, more the planning type. It's really an individual
I
thing.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it can either stress you to do all this planning, but it can also be stressing for you if you don't do any planning. It's really individualistic what works for you, right?
Yeah,
To
and
stay
it's
more
also
flexible, to plan. Because for me, like just as an example, I feel like I'm a bit in between, and it stresses me when I don't look up like anything and I go kind of like blinded into a vacation. But if I do this whole itinerary, it stresses me because I have this constant urge I need to be doing all of my list, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So I need also a bit of like flexibility.
Yeah, I also
But-
like I am very chaotic in all of my planning as well, because there are like, for example, I'm going to Vienna and there are 2 things that I have like booked that I really want to see, and then I have this other like list of places to walk around and see as well, but that's like whenever we want to do it, whenever we feel like doing it. We only have reservations for dinner because everything's gonna be so full.
Yeah,
True.
So there, I do like my chaoticness and but within like constrained.
Yeah, it makes sense. Actually, it's
nice.
also the reason I don't do it, because I just basically don't feel like stressing in anticipation, because we talked about this, right? This decision making that's so fatiguing. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? Blah blah blah. And then I just basically decide not to do it at all, unless it's the really relevant thing. So, for instance, if that's museums or something that you really want to see, that makes sense to me, because otherwise I would hate myself so much. It's
Yeah.
like I'm here, I want to see those paintings or whatever. I can't because it's full. That's
It's horrible feeling.
That's horrible. And you're like, I'm once in this city and then I can't
Yeah.
go to that
yeah.
exhibition.
Or
something.
music or whatever. Something
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I also really like that. If you're abroad and you can see some concert, it doesn't even need to be a concert that you.
Yeah.
It's just the atmosphere, and usually in south of Europe, it's outside or whatever, or a nice venue. For instance, in Vienna, I would really do that.
The concert hall.
Indeed.
It's beautiful.
It
yeah.
looks like a big birthday cake. It's like it's fantastic. It's nice.
Yeah.
But
It's true.
that's the other thing, right? We both say that it's either zoning, doing stuff, or impressions actually. So sensory impressions, food,
Yeah.
museums.
True.
It's really, I get a really rewarding feeling out of that because
too.
you're out of
Yeah.
your zone, right?
Yeah.
It's something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
get bored
nice.
easily in my own atmosphere.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that when I get bored, that makes me like sad
Tense.
almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's not relaxing to me if I'm bored. I do like to be doing
You need
something.
new
And
impressions.
yeah, and it's so nice to have these like new experiences as well that are different from. I do feel like I love routine and I do thrive in routine, but sometimes I'm too young to be like this much of a routine person, and it's nice to get taken out of that thing
And like
from time to
a
time.
nice surprise or like
Yeah, exactly. Like I should be more spontaneous.
I don't know. I don't know if you should, but if you are, there is something intrinsically rewarding, and actually in some way also relaxing about basically taking your brain out of its comfort zone and have like unexpected stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's what. Not holidays and on the beach, but what vacations are about, like trips. People, there are so many people, like something that you haven't seen,
Yeah.
experienced, tasted, smelled ever, or just rarely, or for the last time 20 years ago, all that kind of stuff. That is really, it's not actually passive, right? It's not
No.
recharging, but it recharges you in a different way.
Yeah.
it gives you
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Because also I think recharging is not always, we might have a wrong image of recharging meaning, yeah, exactly, we do nothing or we just have to do more naps or lay somewhere.
No.
But recharging your batteries can be about exactly
I,
this.
I actually personally think, but maybe that's my own bias or or my way to cope with my lack of relaxation. I actually think that being active and having all these new impressions and doing stuff, especially socially, but also like culturally or whatever, that is that's something that you need.
Yeah.
You need it actually more than to basically zone out. Otherwise, we would basically, we have our phones, right? We could order, we could work from home.
Yeah.
Why get out at all, right?
Yeah.
You're right.
Why?
100%.
I think that's extremely unhealthy. You shouldn't. You should have unexpected things need to happen to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know why but I think it's a feeling. I think you need, and that is a different thing right now because you're saying that you're planning, right? It used to be different. We also did that because we had the Lonely Planet, right? Which is a book,
True.
which was before us. That didn't exist. You went to a city. You didn't know.
You were like
I
You're
need to
going
sleep.
with your map and
Yeah.
like drive.
Well, let's
yeah.
go there, and then we'll find out if we can stay somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
true.
I had the Lonely Planet, so there were lists, and then you had to call with your flip phone to like, do you have a room? Today, for young people, that would be extremely stressful, right?
True.
probably
Because you don't know,
Yeah.
right? It could
Yeah.
be full,
Yeah.
but it works, and it is stressful because I have had things like, oh shit, it's I don't know, this is the last number. Or
does work,
or you're
we're not going.
no, because you're
fucked.
already there, right? Yeah, you're just traveling around and you're going to the next city. And
Oh my
like,
God,
okay,
that would
yeah.
stress me out
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
it.
So
It's not
much.
in advance, no. Or you spent way too much because the cheap ones, I was young, are too
Yeah.
are all, okay. But it works. In the end, it works. And
Yeah.
all of that stuff, you will never forget.
Yeah.
Exactly. And in the end, I think you have to realize that you didn't die from it.
No,
You
survived.
you survived.
And the next time, it's maybe even more rewarding if you do find a place right with the first call.
Indeed.
Like, I feel like we have this wrong assumption also that we always have things need to work out. We have to figure
need
it
for
out.
control
This need for control is a wrong impression that this is healthy for us.
I agree. And actually, that's a pretty grave point because it's not a generational thing like it used to be better, because I also use all of these tools. I use them. Actually, I'm thinking I do not look at my weekly consumption rates of my phone anymore, because that stresses me out. It's way too much. So it's not a generational thing. I am fully in this stuff. But because if you can know, why wouldn't you know? Why wouldn't you want to know in advance?
Yeah. That's the thing. If you have the incentive that you could know, you do want to know.
Indeed. So what are people doing right now, right? So they for instance, you go to some sort of holiday destination. There is a walk, and the walk is to a waterfall. What do? You Google the waterfall.
Yeah.
Of course.
And how to get there, and the trail, and
Indeed.
Yeah.
And on the way, still check the map.
But there's this Barry Schwartz. We talked about him earlier. He says you could have a pleasant surprise. You could have a disappointment as well. But if you know the waterfall, and there are these pictures also from TikTok, etc., where you have the waterfall, and then like this is the dream, and the reality. There's like a thousand other tourists. A lot of crap, a lot of, I don't know, stall. It's not as in the picture, right? Okay. Yeah. So you're disappointed. You brace yourself. You actually prepare yourself for disappointment. Whereas if you didn't know that, Barry Schwartz says there was room for a pleasant surprise.
But you know what the thing is? I don't know if that is a generational thing, but in our generation, we wouldn't go to the waterfall if we wouldn't have checked how it looks like.
No.
Yeah. Because if we don't know how it looks like,
I also
we wouldn't go.
It's not like, oh, you young people. No, I also do that. But basically, what he says is, if you prepare that well, things only will be as good as the best picture you saw. But most of the times, it will, of course, probably 95% of the times, it will be less good. Because the picture is not only at 6 a.m., at a particularly beautiful in spring with a waterfall when it's actually full and not in summer without people. It was also put in Photoshop and in Lightroom, and it was edited, and it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
That is true.
But I think with this, I also think a lot about FOMO. Like I get a lot of FOMO from these things as well, because now like checking on TikTok, like all of the recommendations and stuff like that, I like do have this thing of like I want to do this and that, but I'm not staying enough days. Like I'm gonna be there, but I'm not gonna see that. I'm gonna be there, but I'm not gonna do this. So it also like I think it's great for knowing like the options that you have and booking things in advance and stuff like that. But it also shows you all the possibilities that you have, and that also is kind of overwhelming. Yeah. So I also have that like fear of missing out.
Another example. So you go to Vienna a couple of days.
Yeah.
You there like I haven't been there actually. I'm saving that up for when I'm really old. I'm not old. Huh?
You still have time, Andries.
No, actually, I'm joking. I just haven't been there. Okay. But there are probably like there are like something like 20 museums there. You can go to a zillion places, right? So you have to choose. But you have chosen some things, but you also have chosen against other things.
Yeah.
And then these things can keep nagging, right? So if the things you chose is not as good as it's expected, which it will be because it's not so good in the pictures, you say, oh, I could have done that. Maybe it was a better decision. And
then you were mad at yourself.
Yeah, so this is actually something I consciously did because I'm very invested in all that basically the internet. Since it was there, I was
as
in
simple
it.
As that.
I was like fully in it. So and it wasn't much then, but I was immediately addicted when it came. Like, this is amazing. You can go everywhere. You can see everything. You can do fantastic. But
get lost.
I really self-handicapped myself the last couple of years. For instance, right now this vacation, I know some of the houses that we will sort of hop houses. I've looked at the houses, nothing more. Nothing more. Not the environment. Just I look at the map, like, okay, this is okay.
Decent distance.
No, it's basically the area and then some stuff that's there, enough to do. It's okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But you haven't like looked around and.
No.
Okay, maybe that
is
better.
good.
Yeah,
that's good.
But that's a self-handicap for me. But I think
Yeah.
it's healthier.
It's different for everyone. But
Yeah.
what do you think, because there's also a thing that people go on vacation, including me, and then I think, I need a vacation after my vacation.
Why?
Well, because, and that's the question I want to ask you, there's some things we can do that just keep us from recharging. And what are 3, let's keep it to 3, vacation brain killers that you can think of?
For me, it's because I am a bit of a, like I said before, like a workaholic and a studyholic, I guess. I do love it, like I do genuinely love it, but sometimes I will keep thinking, like even before going to sleep, like, when I get back I should do this, when I get back I should do that. And it's something that, basically thinking about the things that I'm gonna have to do when I get back, or the things that I didn't do before I left, I think that really like does not recharge me at all. Because when I carry it with me, it's really bad.
How long do you usually take before you really can unwind? So if you leave,
I don't know. I've always had this, like even with, I think because I've always done things like super quickly, and I haven't really taken breaks between the stages that I've been at. I always had a deadline or a test or something to study for, or something
so you
like
don't
that.
know.
So my brain is constantly like, I'm always preparing for the next. So I think my brain just, I don't really know because
don't
I'm
know.
always like,
No.
So
I don't know either. I'm pretty somewhat older than you.
just
But
a little bit.
How many years actually are between
I'm
you?
46, so do the
I'm
calculation.
23.
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice. It's half.
23 plus 23.
I'm turning 24 next month, so
Good.
almost there.
I'm I'm 47, and then it's not. You can't split it anymore.
Simple math.
No, but I do think it takes longer than you. For a mind like me, and probably yours as well. It's something like people have said something like, "No, you really need 3 weeks." And then I thought, like, why? It's
Where
a
does that come
zillion
from?
days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But there's something to it. It takes time. I don't know what my perfect number is.
Yeah.
It's definitely more than a week.
For me too. Definitely.
Yeah, it takes time to really have let go. But and I also don't really know the trick for it. But
Yeah.
basically, my hack is, like I said, I used to do when I was your age. I went to a city. I went to all these museums. Eat, like override. Basically, you pound yourself with impressions. Basically, to
To like
override it.
distract yourself.
Yeah, and
then
actually
you're-
that works for me.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. And then you're also too tired to think about other things at all.
I don't get tired for these.
Yeah.
I'm tired after the city
Okay.
trip because
Yeah.
my feet are gone, but not in the city. I love it.
I do get what you mean of the sometimes I need a vacation after a vacation, because like I said with the FOMO and stuff like that, sometimes
Yeah.
I over plan,
Yeah.
and then I'm after a week of traveling and trying to know everything and trying to see everything and try to do everything, and
Yeah.
also being young and partying, and then the next day 6 a.m. the next tour, and this for like 2 weeks, I'm exhausted. Like
Yeah.
a different kind of
Yeah.
tired, and it's nice, but it's still tired. So I think that is one thing that
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
So it's like the FOMO and the over planning. I think there's also what do you think about this? There's also something about these social roles you could slip into on a vacation. Like for example, think of a family vacation. My mom is always always wants to be in control. Like she knows this. So mom is not bad that I mentioned on the podcast. But it's like you go on vacation and I feel like I have no say in where we go when. Like she wants to take the lead. And so I feel like she is in the role of, I'm the leader. And then, because she's also the driver most of the time. But then I get annoyed by it, because I also want to decide what we do when. But then I feel I'm pushed into a role of maybe a child, I don't know. But you suddenly and we can think of other roles, but suddenly there's this role play going on.
Yeah, I see what you
That
mean.
would stress me. That stresses me on vacation. If I feel like I cannot be what I want to be or do my own decisions or something.
Same.
That is the worst that could happen.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was on a holiday with 2 other guys. Three is always a bad idea. It's a bad idea. It's not a good number. Because
you look like you're having war flashbacks.
no, but because that is the worst, right? It doesn't work. There was basically 2 of them are more aligned, 3, and then it starts nagging. You get all that social stuff, and then you really need an holiday,
Yeah.
because basically you suffer then. Or you can be, you just basically can say something like, okay, I'm out, I will do my own stuff. But I have never been like that. I'm always the person to make things work socially, to make sort of like...
You're like the bridge person.
Yeah, but that's exhausting. I'm
It's
always
exhausting.
indeed, trying to get that group process
Going
up.
or
But
the
that can be an
harmonizing.
exhausting
role.
process if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that can say, and I actually envy these people, like, okay, if you want to do this, fine, I'm out. I will do this today. And then they just leave. I can't understand that. Like, how can you do this? But they probably are right. It's me, but
I'm also
I just keep trying, right?
Yeah. And then you're in the loop.
Yeah.
But let's go away from. So now imagine you've been on your 2-3 weeks of vacation. It's Monday morning. It's your first work day again, and you have to go back from this mojito mode to the working mindset. How do you do it?
Well, first of all, what's different right now is, of course, I will be with my kids for 3 weeks full time. So probably that was actually the case last years. If you're then in your office, it's like, ooh, this is quiet.
Andries is looking forward to the office.
No. It's just not at all. But it is at some point. Yeah, kids are exhausting. It's just,
I cannot imagine.
It's just what it is. You can sort of, it's an exhaustion you will miss, and it's fantastic. But it is exhausting nonetheless.
Yeah.
So this is because then you only hear like the echo, like ooh.
This is calming.
This is calming. Why did I actually go on? But then, of course, you open up your email, and there are a zillion emails. If I'm going to do what I promised myself to do, not
take the laptop.
I have a zillion of emails and stuff, and then you're just fully in. And then in 2 days, you're back from square one, because the work the work just is still there, right? It's a little bit less in summer, but basically you have to make up for all the things that you sort of.
Yeah.
So is there a neuroscience hack you could think of how you can avoid this?
For
that you're not like exhausted again 3 days working after your vacation.
Well, probably the simplest. No, actually I don't. But since everything is about like planning and stress, and what we talked about, in my sense, is about the difference between what you expect and what happens. Is probably that you should lower the bar. For instance, I will be back on date X. All the emails that I should answer the Monday after. I just take 5 days for it. It doesn't need something that I need to do within 1 day or something, just because they're there.
Yeah.
That's unrealistic.
Spread the work. Yeah.
That's unrealistic. It's an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's more like easing into it. I think I was going to say something before that. For me, a brain killer during vacation is to not have any routine at all. because like I said before, I do thrive on it a little bit, and also I have a lot of sleeping issues, like I have insomnia and stuff like that, so I really need like still the nighttime routine and everything to ease back into it. So I think if I don't have that, I get so like chaotic and out of place, and I hate it so much, and that's not relaxing at all. So for me, like vacations are also to have some routine. And to get back into working routine or studying routine, I think for me it's not that tough because I have kind of kept that up, but the grinding mindset, I try to ease back into it, like not try to overwhelm myself the first day.
Does that work? Because you can try, but
yeah, I think it works for like a week or something.
And then you're full in grind mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you're back on it.
That's the same.
Yeah,
I like I said, that won't change unless you do something smart. I haven't figured it out. Probably I'm stupid in that sense. I don't know. But for me, that doesn't. I've never managed to do that. No.
I'm not very good at
that
it.
easing in.
Yeah.
Maybe. I will have a resolution to try.
Yeah.
But,
for
it's
me,
also rewarding, right? We work. It's not bad. I love it.
I do
That's-
really like
that's the
studying
thing.
and
Work is
working.
nice.
Yeah.
It's just
Work
nice
is
to
nice.
grind. It's
Yeah.
nice.
For me, it's actually like taking part of the vacation into my daily routine. So I do like to get back into the mindset and be productive.
Yeah.
But then I like to take parts of a vacation, which for me is like staying social,
Good.
or doing nice things to myself, getting back into the sports routine, like things that I would do on vacation, integrate that in my daily work.
Oh,
That is
that's
actually
nice,
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
What actually September is also a nice month because more people do that, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty social. So
Yeah.
people are back. Then you still in the weekends you have these festivals or things, a lot of things. The weather is
Exactly.
still not
Okay.
always, but okay-ish. Warmer than
It's
later.
the Netherlands.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it
But
is.
have to live with it.
sometimes you can go out at night in a t-shirt still, right?
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes.
great. It's great.
Yeah. So, but it's a nice thing because people actually don't want to. You're right. They don't want to lose that feeling.
Yeah.
They just want to
Yeah.
hang on to summer a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
bit. It's nice.
You have to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for this really cool episode for our summer special. I think it is a wrap. And I wish you, let me say it like this. I wish you good luck on your upcoming holidays.
Luck. Well, it's not
Luck,
about luck, I guess. Luck.
No, but I'm really curious to hear after your vacation
Oh, that's
how
okay.
it went and whether I see a smile on your face.
The glow back.
The glow is back, you know. You recharged, you're back with your
I will
energies.
probably be extremely tanned because I don't. That's what happens to me. Yeah.
It is something nice. But no, this was really fun to listen to your thoughts and your insights, and also to
Nice doing this with you.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was
Really
really,
nice.
really nice. I
Yes.
enjoyed this.
was awesome. And well, we hope you are. I don't know whether you're on 100% cognitive batteries or if you're somewhere in between the mojito and working mode as well. But we hope you're enjoying your summer. We hope this episode was fun to you as well, and also a bit inspiring, that you maybe see yourself in some of the things that Andries and Karen shared with us today. And we would also love to hear about you. So if you have some insights, some comments, please leave them in the comment section. And of course, we want to see you more frequently on the NeurOlympics podcast. So please make sure that you subscribe to any of our platforms. You can find us under www.brainsfirst.com/podcast. And until next time, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and see you next time on the NeurOlympics podcast. Ciao, ciao.